Chair Cabral, Chair Collins, esteemed members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify in support of Vice Chair Tyler and Senator Comerford's Bill S-1979, and for your leadership in organizing this historic hearing in which women incarcerated at MCI Framingham will be advocating publicly for the very first time. Truly, thank you and your staff for all your work in making this possible. I'm testifying today in my capacity as a legislator who has met with over 30 women who are incarcerated at MCI Framingham, spoke extensively with staff, including officers, medical, education, and the administration, and exercised my statutory right to conduct oversight of the facility through unannounced visits. The experiences constituents who are incarcerated share with me is painful, harrowing, and simply put, cruel. They include extreme medical neglect, lack of programming that has clearly worsened over the years, unsafe living and working conditions for both women and staff through clearly unnecessary overcrowding and mismanagement of available units that are currently non-compliant with DOC's own recommendations and policies, and the dehumanizing and infantilizing treatment of women, such as full-body strip searches following a Zoom meeting with a legislator or an attorney, threatening disciplinary reports for Black women for doing each other's hair, and not allowing a woman to attend her grandfather's funeral over Zoom. After intervening, and I called the superintendent, she allowed this individual 15 minutes to join the funeral over Zoom. Building the new prison does not solve any of these issues, and these concerns are not related to the building itself, but the treatment of our constituents. I believe we should spend $50 million on the well-being of our most marginalized constituents and not funding or fueling an unaccountable system that has been structured to profit off of human lives. As legislators, we are stewards of state dollars, of our institutions, and most importantly, of anyone who is being held in state custody. What has been most striking about this work is the sheer unwillingness of the administration to be held accountable and the persistent barriers put up to basic oversight or even just providing a simple explanation. I will submit to the committee a detailed written account of the barriers that I faced even in the past week or so for the preparation of this hearing to provide context. This culture is endemic across the DOC. There are countless attorneys, educators, social workers, doctors, nurses, and even employees of the Department of Correction who cannot testify today out of fear of retaliation, or out of fear of loss of access to helping incarcerated constituents, or even the threat of losing their own jobs. If I, as a legislator, am facing this much pushback, imagine what it is like for anyone who doesn't have the statutory right to enter these facilities. But with all that said, the people who have the most to lose, that are most vulnerable to retaliation, are the women who are speaking to you today. They are fully aware of the possible consequences, but they are moving forward anyway. That is how important their message is to you all. I am so grateful and humbled for their ingenuity, tenacity, and courage to speak to you all directly today. Thank you all very much for this opportunity.